Dazod 500 presents the first scandal in Canadian history? Alright, since I don't have much time on my hands, I'm just going to go over a brief but informative part of the Pacific Scandal, which was a political scandal in Canada being the first involving large sums of money being paid to the private interests, so basically the private investors of the conservative governments, meaning if you are a liberal government, John A. Macdonald will not pay you, but if you are a conservative government, he will. And that is to cover the election expenses in the 1872 Canadian election, which I have a video on actually. As part of British Columbia's 1871 agreement to join Canadian Confederation, the federal government had agreed to build a transcontinental railway linking PEI to British Columbia, meaning everyone's connected. This scandal led to the resignation of Canada's first Prime Minister, John A. Macdonald, and a transfer of power from his conservative government to a liberal government led by Alexander Mackenzie. One of the new government's first measures was to introduce secret ballots in an effort to improve the integrity of future elections. After the scandal broke, the railway plan collapsed and the proposed line was not built. An entirely different operation later built the Canadian Pacific Railway to the Pacific. After resigning from office, John A. Macdonald offered his resignation to the Conservative Party, but they declined. Basically, the Conservatives wanted John A. Macdonald to continue being their leader despite the distrust held by many, many, many Canadians. After, though, in 1878, mostly due to external factors of the Long Depression, which was basically the Great Depression on a minor scale, Alexander Mackenzie was booted out of office and John A. Macdonald was reinstated after the election of 1878, which I have a video on, and he served all the way up till his death in 1891, which, what's that? I have a video on that too? After hearing all that, what's your opinions on the Canadian Pacific Scandal? Yeah, obviously it's not going to be the most positive, but I'm talking about John A. Macdonald not being ousted as leader of the Conservative Party and actually being re-elected in 1878 due to people thinking that it's all Alexander Mackenzie's fault for the Long Depression. Personally, I think if I was alive back then, I would have voted for Alexander Mackenzie, but I don't know. Thanks for watching, and peace.